this week in games that hit Epic Launcher. I think it was literally last week.
Yeah.
Where we discussed the idea that wait until these people see a AAA title that everyone sees.
I said it's
And
coming. I said within 6 months, and then
next
you said,
week.
Yeah, you said I think it's gonna be sooner than that. You said something like that.
And now
here we are, a week later. Boom.
7 days pass.
Get fucked.
Borderlands 3.
That's big.
That is a big ass title to be landing there. And you know what? It's not even a full year exclusive.
6 months.
6 months. Okay.
And
the world fucking blew up. Like my
yeah.
timeline.
Oh yeah, bro.
For until the BioWare thing came up, which we'll talk about next. My timeline was nothing but Borderlands 3, Epic Store, just plastered with it.
I even went on Steam because people were like, "Oh, there's a new HD version of Borderlands 2 that came out."
Yeah, because we talked about that where they updated the games.
I went over there, and on Steam, there's a massive surge of negative reviews.
Are they doing review bombing?
Just a massive surge of negative reviews now. Just salty as fuck.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I had a guy come into my stream, and he was being serious. He said, "Man, I was so looking forward to Borderlands 3 until." until they just announced it on Epic Shit Launcher.
Yeah.
I said, oh, man, that's
going to be a rough 6 months for you. I'm sure you're going to really suffer for it.
Suffer hard.
It's going to be bad. You know what? That guy, he's buying it on the Epic Launcher.
He's already got it pre-ordered. He's fucking ready.
Bro, how many times have gamers gone to like Reddit and shit and just read over all this shit and saying boycott this book? Ain't nobody do it.
No.
There's like 4 people out of every 10,000 that say that they're gonna fucking do that shit, and they all fold and they all buy it.
Yep.
And they do it. And it's where we're at. So they're all gonna still buy it. So I don't know what they're on about. It's fun.
I love it,
dude.
It's good. It's great. It's wonderful. I loved it. I love the fact that Steam's getting punished a little bit right now. I mean, by no means are they hurting, but it is nice. It's going to light a fire under Steam's ass. They're going to have to start, like we said before, offering publishers more, taking less of a cut, doing more for people, and maybe even getting rid of some of the shovelware shit on their platform and start focusing down.
No, that's not going to happen.
I don't think that's going to happen either.
It's not going to happen.
But that's great news for Epic. Epic just needs to keep. Every time there's a new launch, Epic just needs to snap it the fuck up. And what's so great is they own the Unreal Engine. So almost every fucking reputable game known to man is built on that. A lot of them are built on that engine.
And they're providing an extra discount
for
royalties for people that are using it.
Yes.
So you're getting
double dipping.
Super low.
Yeah.
Which is huge for fucking developers and publishers.
It's massive. It's massive.
Because people say, oh, well, the developer's not really seeing all this because it's the publishers making the decisions whether it's going to be on there or not. Okay, well, it's also the publishers deciding whether or not the developers make the games that you fucking play.
Yep.
So if the publishers are getting a better cut, guess what? Better odds that you're getting a game that you may or may not want to play.
Exactly. And what's also very telling about this, which I think people need to realize if they haven't already. The fact that they're giving these discounts and the fact that these publishers are taking it, what does that tell you about how big Epic is and how big their launcher already is? Because Borderlands and whatever other games come out, the AAA titles, they're not going to go to Epic, even at a huge discount, if they didn't feel like they were still going to sell millions and millions of copies.
Yes.
So the fact that they have that pull, that they have some serious numbers already, is already proof in the pudding that this Epic launcher is not going anywhere anytime soon, and it's only going to get bigger, and it's going to become the new norm. What most people are saying right now that are upset is it's a privacy issue thing, which we've already debunked before, and it's also it's not in my Steam list, but you can add the game onto your Steam profile so that you can still see the game from via Steam.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's the fact that they have to put their information on the Epic. So here's the hierarchy. What generally happens when we have a conversation. And the danger about having this is that there's such a wide variants of where people fall on this, that when we have a discussion like this, every one of them feel like we're talking directly about them. I want to make sure that everyone understands this right now before you try and crucify us or other people that don't just say, fuck Epic, okay? We're talking about people. We're not saying that you're not allowed to be upset if something isn't going the way that you want it to go. That's fine. But we're talking about people that are saying, oh, was looking forward to the game, but now I'm just not going to buy it ever because they went to Epic. Or another thing I'm seeing increasing is, oh, shame that happened, going to have to pirate it now. Or people that are going on and they're sending death threats.
Pirated from where?
Pirating the games.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If you've got a problem with it being on the Epic launcher,
yes,
and your problem is maybe it's not safe or whatever, instead I'm going to pirate the game.
Dude, don't bring logic into here.
On some random ass.
Stop.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. That's the follow-up. Okay? 10 cent, 40% stake in Epic Games. So it's spyware now. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to, if you are concerned about that, is I want you to never play a game. I want you to never use any software, any hardware, anything, minimum, just on this short list. This is short. This isn't everything, but just a short taste, okay? I want you to never touch anything from Grinding Gears games, nothing from Miniclip, nothing from Riot Games, nothing from, again, Epic, nothing from Activision Blizzard, nothing from Ubisoft, and nothing from Supercell. Just that's a short list. I want you to look at all the stuff that you may or may not
they play.
Well, I also want them, if possible, to throw this in the garbage.
Just get rid of it.
I want them to first pass over a rare earth magnet 48 or 49 times to fuck everything inside of it. Hit it with a sledgehammer.
But I can't play Blizzard games if I don't have a phone, Adam.
Burn it, and if you have a Nokia, well, you're going to have to launch it into the sun. But for everyone else, the aforementioned steps will be just fine. Get rid of your cell phone entirely. I want you to then go out of your way to run all of your network at home on your own hardware, to put it behind your own firewall. I want you to run a VPN on a VPN. I want you to never not be on a proxy. And then on top of that, I want you to use only obfuscated platforms on that VPN. Taking it a step further, I want you to use a fake name, birthday, address, and everything for every account that you ever use online, and only give it to a select few people who want anything to do with you on a daily basis. Furthermore, I want you to open your wallet right now and take out every piece of plastic that has an NFC chip on it. And I want you to cut it up with scissors. And then when you go to the grocery store, whatever you want to use it, you just memorize up here your number. And you give it to them off the bean every time. So that there's no chance that somebody walking around swipes off on your NFC chips in your wallet. Because it's a chance, Jeff. You never know when it can happen.
But you forgot the most important part.
It'd come for you.
The most important part, what you have to do after you're done all of those things to make sure that you're safe. I want you to go and take a fucking tampon and stick it up your pansy ass.
Here we follow up. This is part 3. I'm glad you mentioned it, Given Up 24. I like the name. It's good. It's what you should be doing right now. I feel like Jeff and Adam are missing the point that people hate Epic because they are, like I said, paying publishers to be on their launcher. You can hate Steam all you want, but they never did that. Let's break that down, shall we? Let's break it down. Because I was going to do it anyway, but let's do it with that as a highlight.
Go for it, Adam.
All right. Step 1. Steam was borderline first to market when they came out with their platform. There wasn't really anyone else doing it to any major degree.
No.
PC gaming was minuscule in comparison to the size of the market that it is today. As such, They didn't have to do really dick. And in fact, they didn't. And for a long time, Steam did a series of horrible moves that a lot of people either are too young to remember or they're forgetting entirely. And if you want to, just go read up on... I'm not going to sit here and give you the history of Steam.
No, we ain't got that much time.
Go do some light reading if you're bored. Having a long, lengthy, painful shit, read about Steam for a bit. There was no need for them to do that. And by the time the market had gotten to a size in which it would be necessary for them to do that with competitors, they were already at critical mass to the point where entering the market, if you know anything about business at all, entering the market nigh on impossible without huge sums of money to break in.
It's like that in almost any market.
That's literally any market.
Takes money.
And so as soon as that happened, somebody usually says something like, what about good old games? What about good old games? They're not a competitor to Steam.
No.
And they're financially on shaky ground right now.
Yeah.
They're hoping they're on a hope and a prayer with the Warcraft 1 and 2 release they just put out. Please give me some more money. Please come to GOG. Please do it. So Steam never did it because they never had to. They were there before it was a necessity. And now here we are. If you're wondering why console manufacturers also do that same thing and have been literally since the dawn of more than one console being on the market, there are exclusive titles.
Yes.
To entice customers.
Yes.
To use their platform.
Yes, except that theirs costs money.
$400 to $500.
This is free. Adam.
Nobody before Epic has had the monetary cojones, the weight in their testicles. And I'm saying that metaphorically, I'm not being sexist. It's just a saying. To try and go up against Steam.
It took the creation of Fortnite and the money that thing generated, and the traffic that thing generated, and the tens of millions of people that log in on a daily basis on that launcher before somebody at Epic decided to go, you know what? I think we can do this. There's nothing wrong with competition. I don't even like Fortnite. I don't even use the Epic launcher.
Dude.
I will if I buy Borderlands 3.
And here we go. So once again, let's take a look at this right now. Is that the market is fucking weird right now. You've got a bunch of people who want to support developers and get them the best possible chance at continuing to make games, which unfortunately requires, for the vast majority of them who aren't self-publishing, publishers to give a fuck about what they're doing. When Epic comes around and gives such a deep fucking discount for a 6, and then on top of that gives exclusivity money for 6 months to a year, publishers are going to fucking eat that up. And even if the developers don't directly see that money, what it does is, like I said before, it says, all right, we can do this again. Especially if it sells relatively well. We can definitely do this again. Whereas before, maybe it doesn't happen that way.
Oh.
People don't want a monopoly. And have called monopolistic situations for Steam forever and a day. But now that Epic is coming around and it's not exactly the competition that people want, Steam is apparently not a monopoly anymore. Because it doesn't fit their fucking narrative. And so they have to just rely on the fact that it's, oh, well, it would be true competition, Adam. True competition. If Epic wasn't doing exclusives and they were just competing with Steam on features of their launcher.
Suck my ballsack. Suck it raw, suck it long, suck it hard. How can you expect Epic to come out and not offer publishers any discount or less profit takings or profit sharing than Steam or any type of major exclusivity deals for short periods of time, not even indefinitely, but for 6 months, a year, and compete with Steam. How do you do it?
You don't.
You don't, obviously. Are you fucking stupid? Or you just want to burn whatever capital you had and just throw it to the fire?
It's like they think that if Epic comes out and goes, hey guys, we've got a friends list too. Oh, and by the way, we've got achievements and a place that you can buy and trade digital goods on your games. And we're going to put hats in all of our games too, so that you can continue to have the features of Steam that you know and love. Come on over to the Epic launcher. That suddenly people are just gonna fucking go there in droves?
No. No. Absolutely not.
You know how they do it? They get fucking exclusives, and then they hope that the people at some point have a brain to think to themselves that if self-publishing indie developers and other developers underneath major publishers that are seeking a thing called money, and if you haven't been following, and again, we're gonna get into this with the BioWare fucking shit that's happened, that the game market has been, and for a long time, broken from a financial perspective. Go back to fucking playing Pong or some shit. I don't fucking care. You can play Tetris on a fucking t-shirt these days. Go buy that and hang out and look down at your fucking small dick. I do it on occasion. Just fucking stop.
I know. I yelled a few weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. I yelled about this. This is fucking stupid. It's a fucking stupid ass There's not even an argument, bro.
And what happens is when you get involved in these discussions, and they usually go, well, it's spyware.
Bring him on the show.
Well, no. It's
Come on the show and fucking debate it, bitch.
It's spyware, right?
I ain't
you don't
worried.
need to, because I've already done it. It's spyware. So then you go, are you using a Google account or Amazon? Do you remember that time that Amazon knew about that chick being pregnant before she did?
Yeah.
That's because they know everything about you.
Adam, the reality is they're not concerned about any of that. They only care that it's not on Steam.
Yes, exactly.
And they can't keep using the same shit they're used to using.
But they don't want
That's it. They don't want to admit it.
They don't want to admit that.
It's gonna be something. It's gonna be some other fucking problem. It's like a lazy cuck fuck that
Yes.
won't go get a job, and he's making an excuse.
Yes.
Well, fuck.
Yes.
I'm just tired. I can't. Like every time I stand up, it hurts. It's too fucking sunny outside, and then it's not sunny. Well, it's too fucking rainy. The clouds are too gray. Fuck. It's hard to breathe in the air of an office. I just don't want to. Fuck, no!
Fluorescent tubes give me headaches!
You're just fucking lazy!
Karen took my pen for the 4th time this week!
Jesus Christ! Just say it what it is! Say it! You're a Steam fanboy! You don't like change! You fucking hate the fact that shit is changing! Just admit it, you cocksucker!
You're lazy!
Yes!
You don't
want to
open another
fucking program!
Yes!
And it's free, you cunt!
Just accept it!
Fuck me!
Own it that you're a lazy fuck! Own it! It's not about your credit card safety! Fuck yourself! Are you serious?
No, they're not. They're not. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Fuck!
I know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's sad. It's crazy. And you know what? This isn't even gonna. I can guarantee it. This isn't even going to affect how well Borderlands does. Borderlands is gonna sell like a motherfucker right now. We talked about this. This is just good press for Borderlands.
Yes!
Because more people are hearing about this thing, talking about this shit. And then in 6 months after it's done launching on Epic, it's gonna be like another soft launch of it going on Steam, and they're gonna get another huge wave of sales. It's a win-win-win-win-win for the Borderlands team, and it's a fucking win for you and I, because I get to watch the cuck boys cry about this when there's nothing to cry about.
I just don't get it, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it makes me feel bad for the developers, because so many people are still blaming developers when it's the publisher making the call.
Yes.
Randy Pitchford comes out and goes, hey guys, just want to remind you, the publisher made this decision.
I don't make these decisions.
But then he also went on to say, you know what? I actually think this is perfectly fine, especially if the exclusivity would be, say, 6 months to a year. Because you know what? It makes sense.
Yes. Yes. Yes, it does.
Oh, my God.
So there it is.
So there's your this week in that. Oh, I also wanted to mention just briefly that it looks like, but nobody's certain yet, that there might be some sort of loot boxy thing in Borderlands 3. They should probably not do that, but we don't have any announcement about it yet. It's all speculation. And then the other thing that some people are whining about is if you pre-order, you get some items that give you like faster experience growth and better loot drops, which I think they even had in Borderlands 2. And honestly, who fucking
Isn't it a single player experience?
Who fucking cares? Well, you can get four, three friends with you for 4 people.
Well, who gives
play
a shit? You know what? If you
it ain't changing
if you
anyone's
motherfuckers want to spend $100 on a fucking game genie
go do
that
it.
makes you invincible
Do it.
and gives you the biggest, fastest guns in the first 5 minutes,
Let's fucking go.
Whatever floats
Just
your
go.
fucking boat.
It's not a competitive multiplayer
It doesn't
game.
affect my motherfucking
No.
gaming experience. If you're dumb enough to buy a game and be able so that you're invincible and you've got a dick bigger than Mandingo and you're gonna spend $100 for it,
Do it!
Whatever makes you happy, it's your
Who
money.
cares? It's not like this is
not
a
an online
competitive
multiplayer
game.
game. This
It's
isn't
not-
fucking Apex.
It's not changing anyone's life except for the person spending the fucking money to make it happen.
Oh my god. I don't like the way you're living your life, Adam.
Well, fuck. I just want to make you happy. I just want to make you proud. I won't buy it. I'll grind like everyone else, Jeff. I'll do it.